simply can't take Cinderella anywhere. She always looks so frightful with her unbrushed hair. Her looks alone would give most people quite a scare. Her dress sense is too sad to mention. She attracts the wrong attention. She has no place among polite society. We always keep her hidden when there's company. There's just no hope, she's so atrocious. She could make the Pope ferocious. She is always such a dreadful sight to see. We keep her out of sight for her own good. We treat her much more kindly than we should. You really can't take Cinderella.
Prince? Maybe a fairy godmother?
What a fairy godfather do instead.
Who are you?
You mean you don't know? You really mean to tell me you don't recognize me? I'm Ambrose Wilkinson. Ambrose Wilkinson. Does that name not ring a bell?
Sorry, no. But then I don't know many people. Are you a friend of my stepmother?
No. Well, I'm a friend to everybody, but I wouldn't know your stepmother from a jar of smelling salts. Oh, for goodness sake. I'm Ambrose Wilkinson from Princess for a Day, duh. Don't tell me you're not familiar with the show Princess for a Day, the most popular reality show in all of Ruritania.
I don't get out much.
Dressed like that, I'm not surprised, but you'd have to be from another planet not to have heard of my show. Why, everybody's talking about it.
Nobody really talks to me.
Well, maybe it has something to do with your personal style and your hygiene. I don't mean to be personal or insult you or anything, but when last have you had a good long soak in the bathtub?
I was hoping to have one while my stepmother and stepsisters were out. They don't allow me to use the bathroom when they're here. I'm supposed to do my personal washing down by the creek.
The creek? Oh, you mean the creek. Oh, but that's terrible. On the other hand, it gives us a great human interest angle for the show. Everybody loves a sob story. Ugly ducklings into beautiful swans and all that. Audiences just eat it up, particularly around Christmas time. So, anyway, how would you like to be Princess for a Day?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Well, it's like this. We give you a fabulous makeover from head to toe, all at our expense. Then we take you to the grand Christmas ball, and you'll meet the Grand Prince Nicholas Esterhazy, who will wine you and dine you and see how you get on. If the prince likes you, well, who knows? You could end up a princess for more than a day. Ta-da-ta-da, ta-da-ta-da. Maybe it will end with the two of you walking off into the sunset together and living happily ever after. It could happen, but the prince is picky, so you'll need to be pretty, and a perky. So, what do you say?
Well, I don't know.
You mean You don't want to have a fabulous makeover and meet a real-life prince?
Well, yes, I suppose so, but I have my chores to do.
You mean you'd rather do your chores than meet a prince?
No, but if I don't get my chores done before my stepmother and my stepsisters get back, they will send me out without any food and I'll probably be beaten with a birch.
Never mind your chores or your stepmother. We'll take good care of that. Everything will get done in good time. We'll hire the Merry Maidens cleaning service. When the Merry Maidens are through here, they will have this place as spotless as it has ever been, if not more so. Now, we give you that fabulous makeover I was telling you about and turn you into a beautiful and stylish princess. Okay, we're ready for the makeover team. First we get your face all nice and clean, the cleanest it has been. Then we add a little daub of blush, but only just a touch. You really don't need much. Good grooming also entails attention to fingernails. Throughout the land, everyone understands the importance of having nice hands. These folks know what's best in styling, and before too long they'll have you smiling at the way you look today. Next, we pay attention to your hair. Your hair needs lots of care to make you truly fair. When we're through, you'll see a brand new you, a you never knew. Oh yes, my dear, it's true. You will not believe your eyes when we reveal the brand new you.
Who is it there I see? Who can that lady be? I can't believe my eyes. I don't recognize her as me. Can this be true?
Yes, that is really you. Many people live in gray obscurity.
Many are they who do not want to be non-entity.
They dream of being a celebrity.
That is their dream.
They dream of finding lots of wealth and fame.
That is their aim.
But it's all a game.
That's always the same.
You are now a celebrity. Your beauty has made it so. But beauty, like fame, may not last long, and very soon may go.
It's always so.
Bask in the glory while you may. Beauty may fade too soon. Things that you take as fact today may be gone with tomorrow's moon. Many are those who think they've got it made.
Long it all begins to fade.
Those days of glory never seem to last.
They go so fast.
One day you may have everything.
First you take my hand, then we strut across the floor. Then we turn around like so, and then we cross the floor once more. That's the way you and fast, I have to say. Now we promenade, it's not so hard, I'll show the way. Just surrender to the music and allow your body to take control, and you will find that it is just as easy as a Sunday when you're out on a stroll. When you go with what you feel, then you're dancing for real. When you take the chance, you'll find it's not too hard to dance.
Social etiquette is something you have got to learn. In polite society, it is of great concern. It is fundamental. It is quite essential. It is something you must learn to discern. It is quintessential. It is elemental to act mild and gentle and be deferential, unless you want society to think the worst of you. First rule is you never speak unless you're spoken to. Don't neglect to show a royal great respect and courtesy every time they speak to you. To avoid the risk of any social tumble, just remember to remain contrite and humble. Social etiquette is something you have got to learn in polite society.
So why do I feel like I'm walking on air? It almost feels as if my life's been freed of all care. I don't really know why it should be so. The way that I feel seems madly unreal. But the one thing I'll tell you of which I am certain, I don't want this feeling to go. I just don't know why it is so. Why do I feel so lightheaded today? Why do I feel some big new change is on its way? What is this sense of wonder and suspense? It's hard to say why I should feel this way. But what I can say is that something has changed in the world that I knew yesterday. The world has changed. Am I deranged? Am I mad? That's you.
Although I'm a prince in this greatest of nations, though my title may be exalted and grand, I won't let it go to my head for a moment. I'm modest as any you'll find in this land. I know the world thinks of me as perfect in every way. Could they be wrong? Right or wrong, it's become a cliché. Be that as it may, I will not be swayed by the flattering things that people say. They sing my praises every day at each event and every soiree. Some might complain I'm far too nice, that I am overly modest and kind. That may be true, but I pay such talk no mind. Yes, I stay just the way that I am, humble and kind.
that she is the one meant for me. I don't care how strange and unlikely that may seem to be. I somehow feel it can only be she who can hold the key to my life and to my destiny. The one I believe is the other half of my soul, and the only one who'll complete me and make my life whole. But it is not just her beauty that swayed me. I sense I must save her from some insecurity. This is the first time I felt quite like this. I can barely wait for the day when we share our first kiss. Though she may charm all the world and a prince, she will always stay in my thoughts. Ever since she appeared, I have known that it just has to be. My heart tells me so. I just know that it's so.
I could only trust my heart to the kind of man who would love me just for who I am, not for looks or style, or the way I move or smile, but one who'll see and accept the one who's truly me. I want to be loved for myself, no pedestal for me, no, not me. It has to be real as the trees that grow in the field, as real as the way that I feel. I could very soon grow tired of being admired. I don't want adoration. I have no need.
Right then I knew, yes, it's true. I simply knew that I want to spend my whole life with you.
I think I knew it too. I felt right away that you were someone I could be with every day. One I could care for.
come alive with you.
I feel the same way too. With this precious love so profound,
I am floating 10 feet off the ground. Everything's in harmony around you. I am so glad that I found you. Every part of life seems in tune. I can touch the stars, catch the moon. Anything seems possible to me, all things in perfect harmony. I am overwhelmed by the sensation that you're meant to be my salvation. It feels I become by ordination your creation. Today I feel the cares of the past all washed away, and everything inside me compels me to say, I love you. There's no doubt that I do. I love you. Just as rivers flow to the sea, nature's forces brought you to me. There can be no doubt about the fact that it was something meant to be. As the sun comes up to start the day, nature's graces sent you my way. God sent you to me so I could see all that's divine in you each day. You will be my life's inspiration. You're my cosmos.
Where did Cinderella go? That is what I want to know. I've been searching high and low, but so far it's no show. I must find her and see if the shoe fits. Why is it that she resists? Is she playing hard to get? She's the strangest girl I've ever met. I will find her, you can bet. She is someone I cannot forget. I don't understand why she would not try it on for me. Does she fail to understand life with me could be so grand? Is it all a big pretense, or could it be she lacks in common sense? Either way, I want to know, why did Cinderella up and go?
I am shocked the prince was so rude, telling us that we were no good, wanting Cinderella instead. That moment we touched in the head. You're so much better than she is by far. How could he not see how much prettier you are? It's all because of that dress she wore. A dress I am sure would suit you much more. Wait a minute, listen to me. This could be our opportunity. If we play it smart, it could be the start of a brand new life, one that's a la carte. She's now a celebrity. There's no doubt she is now a hot property. There must be a way we can make it
Not so fast. Release Cinderella at once.
No.
Now, do we settle this peacefully, or do we turn ugly?
Ugly.
Very well, but you're overlooking one thing.
Oh, yes, and what is that?
I was captain of the College Debating Society, and I have a sharp tongue, not to mention a large stock of cutting remarks that could humiliate you and, in extreme cases, cause severe emotional and mental trauma.
Interesting, but you're overlooking one thing.
Oh, yes? And what's that?
Firstly, we're very thick-skinned. And secondly, my friend here, Emmanuel, has a doctorate in advanced psychology.
That's two things.
What?
You said I was overlooking one thing, but that's two things you've just mentioned.
Okay, two things. Who cares?
And if your colleague Emmanuel has a doctorate in advanced psychology, what on earth is he doing in the slave trade?
Because that's where the money is. There is no money in psychology these days. Now, if you excuse us, we...
Not so fast. You're overlooking one thing.
Oh, yes? And what is that?
I happen to be Ruritania's top swordsman.
That may be true, but you're overlooking one thing yet again.
Oh, yes? And what's that?
There's two of us, and there's only one of you.
Maybe. But you're overlooking one thing.
Oh, yes? And what is that?
A top swordsman like me can handle at least 3 swordsmen at a time.
Well, that might be true under normal circumstances, but you're overlooking one thing.
Oh, and what's that, pray tell?
We are totally unscrupulous, and we fight dirty.
You're despicable. Is there no honor among slave traders?
Not really. It's bad for business. Now, if you excuse us, we must be on our way.
Not so fast. You're overlooking one thing.
Oh, yes, and what is that?
Slave trading is illegal in Ruritania, which entitles me to make a citizen's arrest.
That may be so, but you're overlooking one thing.
Oh, yes, and what's that?
You do not have the force to back it up.
No? I think you might be overlooking one thing.
Oh, yes? And what is that?
I have you surrounded.
You don't expect us to fall for that old chestnut, do you?
As soon as I realized what was going on, I sent word with a passing farmer to get help. While we've been here having this pleasant chat, help has been on its way, and it's just arrived. Take them away. I'll free Cinderella.
You have saved me from harm, and from now I'll always belong to you. You now own this heart of mine, and never do with it anything you wish to do. Having someone to care is new to me.
No one else does the things you do to me. I'll always be there beside you, wherever fortune and circumstance guide you.
And I promise I will.
stop. Oh, please stop. I've had more than enough of that. If I had to watch any more, I think I'd start tearing my hair out. I'd rather eat glass or have my eyeballs gouged out with broken bottles than have to watch another second of this tripe. That was without doubt the worst performance from finalists I have ever seen. You are an affront to decent society. Apart from which, robot dancing is such a cliché it should be outlawed. There are at least 1 million other dance groups doing the same thing, and most of them do it better. You make me long for the days when they deported people like you to penal colonies, where you'd be ravaged by starvation, dangerous animals, malaria, and other tropical diseases. I think you should have all been strangled at birth. And for once, I'm being kind.
So important that you never give your heart away until you meet the one you know is meant for you. Don't sell your soul for those who will try to tempt you with a lot of promises of wealth and fame. Save yourself for the day when true love comes your way. If you don't, you will live with the shame. What good is wealth and great prestige without someone to love? The world's a barren place when you are all alone. But don't just take the first one to come along, for if you act too hastily, you might just get it wrong. Until you find the one who seems destined for you, it is best to remain on your own. There is no kind of loneliness that's worse than you'll find when you're with one who's not right for you. Just hold out for the day true love comes your way. You must know it's the right thing to do.
Before you came along, the world seemed hard and cold.
right then I knew. Yes, it's true. I simply knew that I want to spend my whole life with you.
I think I knew it too. I felt right away that you were someone I could be with every day. One I could care for in every way. When you first held my hand, I felt my life expand, and I could see a world of possibility for me.
Have integrity. It is clear to me that we together share a rare affinity. You and me, we go together like bird and feather, like milk and tea. When you first held my hand, I felt my life expand. I could see a world of possibility for me.
I knew from the very start. I just knew that you meant for me. Yes, I could see you held the key to my heart. There is no doubt it's true.
I love you,
I love you.
I love you.
I love you. I love you. Yes, it's true.
When you first held my hand, I felt my life expand, and I could see a world of possibility for me.
And so things end happily for those who have integrity. But those who have not been so nice ended up paying the price. Those who practice greed and vice should take account of this advice. Such are the wages of sin, you can never ever win. And that's the way it always ends. Bad folk are made to make amends. Even when badness is the trend, goodness wins out in the end. That's the way it's meant to be, so everything ends happily. Nobody likes any tale that ends in misery. Among the composers that you heard today are Frederic Chopin and Jules Massenet. Camille Saens on a summer pile to make a very potent brew. Edvard Grieg is another famous name whose music brought him great acclaim. Then there's Johann Sebastian Bach, not to mention dear Jacques Offenbach. Leo Delibes knew just how to please with his scintillating melodies, and the great music of Mozart always plucks a deep string within the heart. Boccherini yet, with his minuet, is not someone you soon forget. And it would be quite a sin if we failed to include the great name Mendelssohn. So we celebrate today the music man of yesterday. who wrote great works that would last. Though you heard no Strauss or Liszt, their names belong on any list, alongside Beethoven and Brahms, whose music holds great charms. Their names live on when all else is gone, the great composers of the past, whose works have proven to last. History dictates they are the greats, but now it's time to end the show, and it's time for us